All right, we're back in the booth and we are gonna do a shad pattern in this grenade. And what I've already done is I've actually put the one coat of House of Colors white base coat over this and dried it. And then we're gonna take some House of Colors silver white pearl and I'm just gonna paint the gills on this. Shake it up real good. Get a little in the old gun. Get our fan on. And we're just gonna do the eye and the gill right here. Do the mouth. Come on to this side. Okay, and we'll let that dry just for a second. All right, so it is dry, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint the top and a little bit down the shoulders in black. Not gonna get it on the gill. Come down about halfway. Okay. We're gonna let that dry for just a minute. All right, so we have that heat set, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our sponge out. We're gonna take this out of the lure holder, set it down, slide some of this stuff over, get our sponge out, and we're gonna work on our scale pattern. So we're gonna get our sponge out, we're gonna get this lined up. We'll set and then we'll tuck it. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get just a little bit of white and we're going to start it, and then we'll try to come back in with some color. I'm in trouble with everything falling out this afternoon for some reason. All right, so we're gonna take some white and we're gonna run it over this. Okay. And then we're gonna come back over it with some eye candy that I've made. That's going to be a kind of green to gold color shift. second. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to heat set this. And then we'll take this back, we'll take it off. Whoa, gives a really nice scale pattern. So we'll flip it over. We'll line our scales up. We'll do our tuck. Slide the sponge under. We'll go ahead and go back and grab the white. We'll go ahead and go over that. Okay. Get a little bit right here. Go ahead and switch over. And then we'll hit it with this. Okay, so we'll heat set that. Remove the little sponge, we'll undo it. And that gives a really nice scale pattern. So let's put this stuff back up. Slide this over here. And I'll heat set this and we'll be right back. All right, so we got that dry and we've got our stencils for our fins and our model. We're gonna go ahead and put our kill dot on now. And I'm gonna do that in white. Hang on, just let me cut some of this tape off so I can see what I'm doing here. That helps a lot. I like to have the tape on for the overspray, but I want to be able to see how I'm lining it up too. So all I did was cut that tape off, and we're just going to line it up with the middle of the eye. I think that'll be the best way to do this. And we're going to hit that. We're going to do it on the other side. Line it up with the middle of the eye. Get it on here. Okay. Put this paint back. May do a little bit of white on this face. Do some white on top of this silver, it'll look good. Okay, so let me get this white back in here. I'm not gonna waste it. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit more black in the gun. we're just going to touch up this kill dot with a little bit of black. Okay, that even looks really good. All we're going to do is just put a little bit of black in there. Let's hit that one more time, make it a little more solid looking. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put a fin on it. We're going to go ahead and put this one on here. It's got a little lines on this thing. We're going to line it up. It's hard to see sometimes. Okay, that looks good. Turned out really good. So let's flip it over. Let's just damp that off, get the black off of it. And let's line it up right there with the bottom jaws where it's going to line up. Just that one. That turned out good. Okay. We're going to go ahead and blacken these eyes out. Okay. And that looks really nice. Then we're going to do a little bit of black on this, not a lot. Just a little bit right there above that. Okay, we're going to heat set that and we'll be right back. All right, so we've got it heat set and dry. We're going to add some eyes to it, and I've got some 8mm eyes that I'm going to use here that are shad eyes. It should match this perfect. I think it really looks good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take the tape off and just shoot a coat of UVLS gloss over this. So let me get that done and I'll be right back to spray it. All right, so we have our UVLS ready, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover the entire bait. Just get it good and wet. All right, so we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll come back and get a coat of UV resin on it. All right, the UVLS is dried, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go over everything that we did. So what I did first, the blank is a grenade from Lure Build, and what I did was I just put one coat of House of Color white base coat over it. Then I came back over the gill and the eyes with a silver white pearl. It's more silver than that. Then what we did was we took some carbon black and I put it over just the sides and the top, and I let it dry. We also used the carbon black on our fins stencil from Whitmore Farm, and the Anarchy model, which we put on the face, which we did in black and white. And then we used the kill dot stencil from Lure Build to do our kill dot on both sides. Then we actually used some large pupil black and silver eyes. And then we took the sponge and laid our bait over it and put our scale pattern over it. And I did a mixture of eye candy, ocean green, and Malibu blue color shift. And it came out to a really cool color shift green to blue color. And I only put that over the sides of the netting. I left the top black. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our UV resin on this bait. It really turned out good. It's got a fantastic look to it. And this is just going to make it even better. That silver really pops out on the gill and by the eyes. Really makes it look real. Really got a nice color to it. Go ahead and get this bill cleared up. I keep hitting my head on the camera. Yeah, this color shift is very, very nice. It turned out extremely well. That eye candy color shift is nice. Well, you get to mix it yourself. You can come up with your own custom colors, and that's really what I like about it. I'm not gonna have the same colors everybody else does. I'm just gonna get creative with my own. And you can come up with some really nice colors. Okay, so that's gonna take care of that, and that turned out extremely good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the box, and I'll bring it, when I get done, I'll get it out and we'll do a final reveal on it. All right, so we've got the bait out of the box, and that is the final result. It actually turned out really good. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I have upcoming videos. And like I always say, I'll catch you next time. Thanks.